right, everybody clap in 3. You can put that down if you want to. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. That was good.
That was clean.
Freaked the fuck out of my dog. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 4th installment of Manchild Support with your two boys, Jordan, Joe, and Joe. And then we also have the fabulous Morgan here. Sorry, we're drinking. My voice is a little bit weird. In my garage, because my basement is currently being redone and it doesn't look too hot.
And this is better anyways.
Yeah, no, it's nice. We get to see like
the natural light, the sunset. We get to watch the sunset together.
I don't see the sun.
Well, that's your problem. You gotta sit forward.
Oh, this tastes pretty good.
Yeah?
That tastes more like alcohol.
I don't know how you can see it.
I want it to taste
either.
like alcohol.
You don't want it to taste like alcohol?
No, I'm just kidding. I
I
want that burn. Jade.
I need the burn.
If it doesn't hurt, oh, I can smell that.
Yeah, it's a little bit more potent. Yeah. Joe, you want to try that one?
Ooh, it's 12%. That's why.
That's 12. This is 12.5%. This is 12.5%.
I'm half Mexican and it says tequila on it.
Sweet
I've never had
Jesus.
tequila before.
You've never had tequila?
Oh,
this
it is my
tequila.
favorite. That's
I
tequila.
thought this is a margarita.
Margarita has tequila.
Yeah, it's all
Shit.
tequila.
All right.
12.5. 12.5.
The highest percent I've ever had was
Sweet
8.
Jesus. Okay, we'll try
Well,
it,
drink
dude.
up, buddy
On
boy.
an empty stomach.
Here, actually, I have candy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not worth it.
No.
Apparently.
No.
May I?
Yeah, no, totally. I have 4. Or we have 4.
It's just like the cigarettes. I only want to share it with
Oh, yeah, no, I thought you meant this. So, yeah. So.
You guys have fun with that shit.
Oh, we will.
I might as well.
Oh, we will.
Thank you for the candy.
So, yeah.
You're welcome.
So, it's been a little bit. COVID has kind of made it a bitch to make these. But we're still trying, you know?
Not really, because I can still just show up to your house whenever the fuck we want.
Oh, yeah, no, at any point we could have come over.
Yeah, you could have come over.
We're just bad friends.
I guess that's why. I've been keeping with Morgan on TikTok. I keep
God.
with Joe occasionally when he posts something on his Instagram. But beyond that, nothing really.
Well, as you know, I've been very busy on TikTok. Embarrassingly much so.
Do you want to plug yourself?
Oh, absolutely not. They do not need to know who I am.
You know they can pretty much find it.
I know. Well, they can, if they care enough, they can go through the effort to find me.
Yeah.
The juice will be worth the squeeze.
I think it's okay.
Thanks, Jordan.
Jade knows about
Yeah.
squeezes.
Okay, Nate?
Actually, yeah, I love these candies.
Good to start off with a little bit of
A
substance.
little shower.
But yeah, no, I don't want to plug myself. You want to plug yourself?
Yeah. So yeah, no, totally. Just immediately cut you off. Yes, I like to plug myself. My Instagram for my art is sin.sero. I'm gonna just put it on the screen, probably above each of our heads. Joe's is Metapedia. My Instagram for just my goofy shit is JOREDUHN. That's a new one. Finally changed it to.
Oh, you did?
I did. It was no guy. It was Disnegro Jorald.
I love that one.
No, that one's a classic.
That's how I think of you in my head. Like, that's the name.
Just park that one, to be honest.
Tattoo it. Can I tattoo it on you?
Please no. Do you know how to stick and poke, by the way?
I can. I'm not great at it, but I can do it. And
Oh,
will.
sorry, Joe. Yeah.
Wait, you want to stick and poke? Can I do it?
No.
No, I'm just blowing the
cigarette.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, Joe.
Yeah. I have asthma. It's fine.
I have asthma. By the end of this episode, Joe's dead.
Candy.
Thank you.
What were we saying? Joe, oh yeah.
Stick and poke.
But before that,
Instagram.
your many different iterations.
Yeah, it was Disnegro Jorald, and then it was no ganj for G, and then now it's Jordan. Which I like because it's easy and it doesn't have any dots or periods or anything like that.
It's professional.
It's kinda like enough.
Mine's more professional. Mine's the most. I'll plug my Instagram.
There you go.
Morgan Bayonne Art. That's a professional sounding one.
It
It's
is.
a big boy name.
Like Trey's art.
Yeah,
Super
exactly.
easy. Yeah.
Well, I also have 4 Instagrams though, so like.
I have like 8.
Swinging
Yeah,
with the
that's what I'm
big dicks now.
Oh God, no! It's more just like I'm neurotic and like I need to compartmentalize the different parts of my
That's
life.
exactly why. Like,
Exactly, yeah.
What's the opposite of
my
neurotic?
art, I fucking
Is there a word for that?
Well-rounded,
no.
No.
mentally stable.
No, that's the opposite. Of
Slovenly.
What?
You don't know what the word slovenly is?
No.
What do you think it means?
It sounds
The
like
opposite
Russian.
of neurotic?
I'm assuming it's the opposite of neurotic. I could quickly look it up.
Yeah, look it up.
All right.
Give me the definition.
How do you spell that?
You don't know how to spell?
I don't know how to spell shit.
Just give it your first guess.
G-N. Sloven.
Slovenly.
Oh, the Wi-Fi out here is trash, but We'll eventually get to that. Anyway, I want to catch up, guys, because it's been a little bit. How have you been? Because Morgan just graduated from college. Joe's been graduated for a little bit over a year now.
You're still taking your sweet time.
I'm still taking my sweet ass time. I'm probably going to graduate by like 22. So, like, 2022. We'll see, But even if I do go back this semester, I'm a little bit worried.
Wait, what do you mean do?
You don't know yet?
Well, I have to pay back all of the money that from last semester, which I didn't attend, so it's kind of a wash. Actually, it is a wash. Pay the money for this semester. I had to get a whole lot of forms, like my medical release forms and all that shit.
Don't they start Tuesday?
Shh, we don't talk about that.
This is you. Okay, this is.
Yeah.
I just want to talk.
Already.
I want to talk about the fact that this is every single semester.
Every single semester, yeah.
I remember last one. You were just sitting out there, and they had to track you down.
Making tea. Tom Bradley walked out, and he was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Making tea. Do you want some?" And he's like, "No. You have a 9:15 class. Go right now." I was like, "I'm not even signed up." He's like, "Go!" So then I walk in, super late.
What class was it?
It was Andy's class.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a design class for people who don't know. And yeah.
Wait, is this when you posted pictures of yourself, like out with some campfire?
Yeah, I was the one taking the pictures.
Yeah, Morgan showed up. It was a really good time.
Man, I saw those pictures and was like, man, that looks like fun. I wish I was hanging out.
Jordan tends to have fun when he goes a little bit crazy.
I was gonna say it was fun because you were kind of unhinged and there was like a little bit of flavor to it. That's why Tom Bradley came out and was like, "You okay, bud?
Okay there?"
I think he was worried that you were gonna cause like a big fat arson.
Yeah, well, he did sort of commit a big fat arson considering the fact that you're not supposed to make tea.
Well.
With an open fire.
Open fire? I was being safe-ish. I had a bucket of water to put it out, but that was...
I doubt you're not the first one to do
Oh, here we go. Slovenly. It's not. A person who is habitually messy or careless. It's sloven.
Does that sound neurotic to you? I think
it could be.
Do you want me to look up neurotic?
Yeah, define... Can I have a little more?
Thank
you.
I don't know neurotic. N-A-R-O-T-I-C. But yeah, I think it's N-E-R. Yeah.
I keep trying to smoke this like it's a joint.
Nope. This
Which
is
the incorrect, yeah.
Having caused a neurotic...
Where may I?
Anywhere.
I was hanging out with a friend
Mentally ill, mentally disturbed, mentally deranged, unstable. Yeah.
He let me try his joint. And he let me try something before, but that was just CBD. This is like full-on weed, right?
Yes.
And full on? Not half weed?
No, like,
not a
add
half
THC in it.
Can I have a half a weed?
So basically, I was trying to like drag on it, and then he said, in the middle of the drag, pause and just take in fresh air and then keep dragging.
It's a double hit.
Yeah, so he told me to do that. I do that, and I almost die.
Yeah.
Because I start coughing.
Asthma, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm like, I said, no wonder this is illegal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dude, we serious. Well, at least for me.
Well, yeah, for you.
Well, I can't do that shit. Yeah.
That's a no-no for you,
It is.
Jordan.
It's a big no-no for me. I cannot do weed anymore. It's sad because it was a good drug. And
Un malo grande.
Now we can just kill ourselves slowly, you and me, with our shared cigarettes.
With our shared cigarettes, and I'm completely okay
with that. In the age
of
COVID.
Yeah, I'm not doing myself.
Your lungs are gonna die one way or the other.
Listen, I'm just fortifying. I'm putting a nice protective barrier of tar.
A nice protective coating of tar for when the next wave of COVID hits.
Mm-hmm.
It goes into your system.
Warm.
Exactly. It goes into your system and it's like, oh no, this person's way too fucked. I'm just going to hop the fuck out of here.
Can't infect something that's already dead.
In the words of Joey Diaz, you gotta swim in the Hudson, you gotta eat ass.
Yeah, exactly.
This dude with Joey Diaz is fucking amazing.
It's not wrong, though.
One day, man. I hope you meet him one day.
I hope I turn into him one day.
You already have the name. You're already Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm glad my parents let me eat dirt as a kid, because now I am strong.
Now you're strong.
Strong like ox.
Your immune system is strong.
You mean, yeah, I was S-T-R-O-N-K.
Are you just flexing on all the different ways you know how to say words?
Yeah, homeboys learning
I guess
French.
not say words.
You know, there's a word for someone who knows a shitload of languages.
What's it called?
An asshole.
Yes, actually.
Sorry.
A polyglot.
Oh, okay.
A poly what?
Polyglot. G-L-O-T.
Okay.
For something so cool, I thought they'd give it a more dignified name.
Well, I mean, to be fair though, in Europe, like, doesn't everyone just know like 5 different languages? We're just the slow ones in the mud splashing around.
Yeah. The only ones who know Spanish are those who live close enough to the border, or a place where a bunch of Mexicans run off to, like Connecticut.
Somewhat, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, okay, well, we got to deal with these guys, so we're gonna put it in school. And then when you get up north, it's like you got Canada. So I guess there's French. But does anyone in Canada speak French?
Yes.
Yeah, I went to Montreal.
People,
that's their primary language,
do,
and they speak English. but you could live in
So
Montreal.
I got
and be
Montreal in this nugget of Canada. What about the rest of Canada?
fine. Oh, I actually have no idea.
Yeah,
I don't
me
know.
neither.
I know it's Montreal. At least.
Do we know? I mean, I barely know what the hell the rest of the country is doing. Are we really supposed to?
Burning.
Burning.
Yeah,
California's
apparently.
on fire? Did you see that cool
When
picture?
are they not on fire? What do you mean? What cool picture?
Oh, the cool picture.
You want to pull it up?
I can't pull
People
it up.
dying.
No, well, yeah.
Oh, wait. Pull that up, Jamie.
Can we pull that up, Jamie? It's crazy. These monkeys.
No,
They're on fire.
No, you see, Joe Rogan is Jamie's gym coach, and he's doing pull-ups.
Yeah.
So over and over, he's like, pull that up, Jamie. Pull that up, Jamie.
It's fucking ridiculous. You guys
yeah.
keep talking while I look this up.
So on fire.
You want to hear the sound of one hand clapping?
What?
I hate that. I hate that. I always forget what that's gonna be, and then I'm disappointed every time.
I can't do it with my left hand as well. No.
This is what we're gonna do on camera.
They taught me this
There you
in
go.
high
I
school.
can't.
Alright, I'm gonna try my best to ship this without destroying
Isn't it just
the
smacking
whole
your
setup.
pinky against?
No, you're smacking like this part of your finger against this finger,
And
and
just
they would
quickly
do
in
that to simulate having chew tobacco. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
this.
went-
Oh.
yeah, because I went to a place
Because you
called.
hold it like this.
Yeah,
And then you I don't know the purpose of it though. Is it to compact it?
I think. I don't know. You're the tobacco guy here.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're the one who
yeah,
used to roll us. Oh, do you
yeah.
remember our hand roll
I
cigarettes?
still do, but I tried to quit for a hot second.
Oh well,
I don't know,
sorry.
so what?
Well, I'm enabling you because I was the one that bought that pack.
I was about to buy it, so it's not that big of a deal. Don't worry about it too much.
But
It's
yeah, no, I
okay.
miss our community cigarette that we used to smoke outside of art history.
Wait a minute. So there was just one
Oh,
cigarette.
perfect. Here you go.
Oh, we would just. So I only ever want to smoke somebody else's cigarette.
Oh, I've
I
seen
never.
that.
Yeah, this.
Oh,
Yeah, the whole fire and then
And the
weird
social
man-
distance,
so,
yeah. That's what it kind of feels like. In
If you were to put
country.
2020
Yeah,
into
exactly.
one picture,
Yeah.
That was the caption that
that
they had on Twitter.
that encapsulates the mood, the vibes.
The vibes of 2020.
you know what I'm kind of sick of?
What?
Everyone's like, oh my god, these days everything's so bad. Trump this, COVID that. No, 1930s and 40s.
Yeah, that's
were worse.
That was pretty rough.
I
Do
mean-
you want to get drafted and die in a foxhole with some Germans bombing you?
Yeah.
That's not happening in my book. That's worse.
Yes, but I think we could still also we can't just tell everyone to too bad, so sad. You're not dying in World War I or II. Buck up, kiddo. You know, we're allowed to be a little bit bummed out about
All
the
we have to
state
wait
of the
for
world.
is another war, and then we're pretty
And then
much
we'll feel better about
and then
this.
We'll feel a little bit better, kinda,
No, I feel like that's not how that's gonna work.
maybe.
I don't know. Maybe we could just
'Cause
not
any
have
country
war.
any country that fucks with America, they got to deal with all our allies too.
I don't know. I mean, how many allies do we really have now that I'm not gonna get into.
We should not get
we're
into
not gonna
politics.
get into politics. Yeah.
That's one of the biggest rules of this shit. Don't get into politics.
Pull out! Pull out!
Pull out!
I'm gonna have a drink.
That's actually a good idea. I'd love to. By
Should
the
we
way,
do a little cheers,
yes, Joe, do you still have your drink?
Joseph?
Oh, I just got some in here.
Here.
Oh, hey.
Oh shit.
That's a
here she
cheers.
goes.
Let's get in there. Hi, Mom.
Salud.
How's your French going, man? You learning French?
Je suis sûr.
I don't know what you're saying.
I think that means I'm drunk.
Okay.
Are
Yeah.
you, baby?
Nah.
Baby.
No, granted, I hardly ever drink,
Yeah.
so it doesn't take much.
Got you. But you're a big guy. But how have you eaten today?
Breakfast and a bite of beef because my breakfast was so
Beef.
big, I didn't get that hungry.
Yeah.
A little bit of beef.
I mean, all I've eaten today is cauliflower rice. That coffee I spilled over myself basically in the car ride over because I forgot you drove stick shift.
Yep.
And this candy. You want some more?
I would love some candy. Thank you.
The one that I've been holding on my fingers just for you.
I appreciate it. No, I'm good on this one.
Okay. I'm such a fiend for candy. I feel like COVID and being home has brought out my worst, most high school habits.
That's actually a best topic that we can talk about.
Yeah, this
How
is the best.
how COVID has affected us.
I'm eating candy again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you off it for a little bit?
No, but I'm eating it like I used. I literally, when I was in high school,
Mhm.
I survived on nothing but these things
Sour
and
Patch
Sour Patch watermelons
Mhm.
and Arizona iced tea.
What flavor?
It depends. I really liked the it was the raspberry tea one.
Mhm.
Sometimes if I was feeling really frisky, I'd get a peace tea.
Okay. A little bit
back
different.
when a little something, the blue can though.
Got you.
What about you? What are your preferred
Green
Arizona?
tea, dude. Green tea, and
That
then
makes sense.
occasionally I started off with Arnold Palmer's. No, actually, technically I started off with the lemon one, the iced tea and lemon, which was
Classic.
fucking delicious.
Mhm.
And then I
So
went
good.
to what was it called? Not day camp, but summer camp.
You
But
went
like,
to summer camp?
I didn't go to like a summer
The
camp.
camps.
The camps. I didn't go to like that. It was more of like the town camp that you just kind of go to when your parents have to
Your
work.
parents don't want to deal with you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Your parents don't want to deal with you. They just send you to this place and you just explode with energy, and the camp counselors who are not
Have
that much older than you.
ADHD at like
yeah,
the poor people.
exactly. Do not want to deal with you. So then they just fed us Arizonas. So yeah, then I started drinking Arnold Palmer, and then we had like this Arnold Palmer safe, where every single day a person, I forget his name, he was like supposedly the coolest dude, would bring Arnold Palmer's and just line it up in like this back room, and it was just cool to see at the end of the year. This is very boring, but yeah, Arnold Palmer's, and then my friend Marcus got me hooked on green teas. And I'll tell you this, green teas hit fucking different from the can, and most
Oh,
Arizonas,
absolutely. Just anything from a can.
straight from the can compared to like the jugs.
I don't want, honestly, if I could consume all my liquids out of a can, I would, even though it's probably giving me like brain cancer or something.
Probably,
Because of all the
Yeah.
top, you
I
know.
went to high school with someone who drank exclusively, expressively only Monster Energy drinks.
That's probably gonna kill you.
That is not healthy.
It's not good for your heart.
I try not to drink Monster. I'll do like 5-hour energies over them.
Yeah.
I feel like
5-hour energy, that's even worse. Both.
Apparently it's better. The way they advertise it.
I just stick to coffee.
I was gonna say, I like black coffee, or if I'm feeling frisky. You know what I lived off of my freshman year of college?
You know what you
Was cranberry. This is all just me telling you about my awful eating habits.
That's okay.
Cranberry Red Bull and Adderall was what got me through. 'Cause
Cranberry Red Bull and Adderall.
that's all I consumed because freshman
You
year
just
of
drop the
college.
Adderall in the drink and it fizzles like a.
Well, hey, they were giving
antacid.
it to me. This was prescribed Adderall, so
Nice.
I was allowed to have that. So yeah, and here I am now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's
Not
your
I don't take Adderall anymore.
Okay. Just wondering.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, how's your medication life?
Actually, they my doctor just fully pulled out.
Yeah.
of, yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Of all that, so I'm currently unmedicated. Ha 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 ha.
How you feeling?
I feel great.
I'm
Actually,
currently medicated. And
I am completely
fucking
unmedicated. I also just
tired.
stopped taking birth control, which is a weird thing.
yeah.
After I had been taking it for 6 years, so I'm completely off any medicine
Mm.
except for 1 or 2. But that's not for my brain. That's just because I'm physically weak.
I see. So, do you feel good?
Oh, I feel great.
Yeah? Do you feel like you have more energy? Because that's what kills me. I don't get up until 11 to 2. Today I got up at 2 o'clock in the goddamn morning. Not morning, afternoon.
Do you want me to call
When did you go to
earlier?
sleep?
I went to sleep at 2. I slept for 12 fucking
2 in the-
hours.
That's
So-
weak. I went to bed at 2 and I woke up at 9.
I don't know how people do that. I'm just not a morning person.
See, I am a either a child or a 90-year-old man.
Yeah.
I like to go to sleep early. I like to wake up early.
I respect that. You're probably the most mentally healthy out of the
I
three of us.
think you are. Out of the 3 of us, yeah.
Congratulations,
the
my
most-
kid.
Honestly, I think that's Jade.
Oh,
Because look about it. She's
She's so
functioning
happy. Look at
exactly
her.
how dogs were designed to function.
dude, she wakes
Can you
me
say
up
that
in the
about
morning.
any human?
My dog doesn't even do that. He has anxiety.
Really? This
He's
one
depressed.
doesn't. She only has a fucking lump on her.
Well, that's
her
because
stomach.
her it's head empty, no thoughts. She's happy because
She has
there's
many thoughts.
Yeah?
She's a very genius dog.
And by
I
the way,
love
he's
her.
talking
I
about
love her so much, but-
CHOTS.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Like-
ha 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 ha
All right, you guys start shaking your ass.
ha. Wait, what are you doing? Just looks up at you.
Hi, baby.
But yeah, no, I literally go to bed sometimes at 3 or 4 in the morning, and then I roll up for work.
You're a
work
busy
then.
person. You're working your business, ain't you?
All I
Working
do
those
is
hours.
work. This is actually the first day in weeks that
Yeah.
I've truly taken off from everything. I was like, I'm not going to look at my email. I am not going to touch paint. I'm not going to look at my computer. Full stop. Nothing. And
Would you
that's
consider this work? Because this is like.
this is
like-
fun.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna pretend like this is
I'm
part of my
gonna pretend like-
relaxation.
No.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is
can't
just
escape.
This is spending time with the boys.
yeah, 3 people shooting shit with a camera present.
Exactly.
Which it should
Is that
be.
what they is that how they explain porn to them?
We're just shooting the shit.
Yeah, we're just
With the
having a
camera
good
present.
time.
No,
You guys
just
just do
see-
shit.
You ever have diarrhea and it's like someone spraying a super soaker into the fucking toilet?
Yes.
See, so they get that diarrhea, they put it into actual super soakers,
Super
and then
shit.
they literally shoot the shit.
I see.
That's called scat fetish.
Have you seen it?
No, we're not gonna discuss this.
You don't want to
no,
discuss this? Oh, come on. This is classic Manchild support.
Okay, fine. I'm
We're
gonna
only-
sit
we're
here
only
quietly.
We're only forks.
Yeah.
Just slows in one word.
Look, you gave me a chemical that gets rid of what little filter I had.
Yeah, this should be interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
By the way, whenever you're ready for one of these, hit me up.
Yeah, you have fun with that.
Okay, we'll do.
Here, you want some more?
Yeah, actually, you can probably just give that to homie, and then me
Here,
and
yeah.
you can just chill on these. Yeah, totally.
Go ham on that.
No, that's
It's
all
all
you.
you, buddy.
That's all you.
I'll leave that there for you.
But yeah, I don't know.
This is
I
actually
was
very
never really
enjoyable.
into scat stuff, man. I was never really into scat
Me
stuff.
either. Can confidently say that it's something I do not
No,
like.
the real question is, have you seen Two Girls, One Cup, though?
Yes.
That's like a rite of passage.
It is a rite of passage.
I'm sad about
I
it.
remember watching that like 12 years old with all the boys in the room. And
You
everybody-
watched it together?
We watched it together. It was a group thing.
I did it in shame like a normal person.
Oh no, God no. Holy shit, no.
And
Yeah.
did you jerk it off after? Like together as a group? Like did you hold hands?
It's just
No.
like this.
No.
Have you ever heard of soggy waffle?
No, I don't want to
Do
know.
you know?
I don't
Okay,
want to
It's
know.
not that bad. It's not that bad.
I don't want
So basically, for you guys listening at home,
Who probably already know.
yeah, so you got a whole bunch of men with penises,
Mm-hmm.
and in the middle of them standing
No,
in a
I don't
circle,
like this. I know what this is.
There is
you have
usually-
a
So it's just bukkake.
yeah,
but to like
you
a
come on the
cracker, like
waffle.
a waffle
The last
or
guy to
some-
come on it
something.
has to eat
has
Oh,
to
I
eat
thought
it.
you were talking. I thought like there would be like a girl and we were calling her a waffle.
No, that's demeaning.
it. We're talking about like an adamant waffle.
An
Yeah.
actual waffle.
A literal waffle.
I told that to
An
my
actual-
guys at work back when I worked at a restaurant,
Mhm.
and they were cooks, so we were like, I need a soggy waffle right away. So order up soggy waffle for like a week,
Fucking-
and then
You don't like it?
So aggressive.
I told
So that's too aggressive?
the waitresses about it, and they were all like women, and then as soon as I told them, they were like, oh my god, that is so disgusting, I'm going to vomit.
Yeah.
And
it's-
then
I couldn't imagine.
one day
being
I
like-
said I needed a soggy waffle, behold the waffle, and they just started spraying me with a fucking can. And you can see this on my Instagram. There's a picture of a metal counter with a waffle on a plate, and on a piece of paper on the wall it says soggy waffle station.
Soggy waffle
If
station.
that isn't the mood of a restaurant, honestly,
Yeah.
I've been
that's-
debating on actually working in food service.
don't do it. You'll want to die.
I know, but I
You'll
mean,
want to die.
my,
You'll
my
get
girlfriend
yelled
makes
at,
such
cut,
good money.
and burn.
I know.
You're
In
not
tips.
Wait,
a
good
girl.
money
You're
doing
not a
what?
girl though.
In
No
tips.
offense.
Oh,
Fair
you want to be a
enough.
waiter?
Waiter or like a hostess.
You
something
could
like that.
honestly though, you would probably make decent money. It's just you have to sell your soul a little bit
Pretty
because
much.
restaurant
Every
work is
single day. you
soul
gotta-
crushing.
Yeah, you gotta work.
I did it for a year and a half and I wanted to die the entire time.
Yeah. What about you, Joe? Because you work back at house, right?
Yeah, I prepped, I made pizza for a little while, did a shitload of dishes.
Oh, you were a dish boy?
I was a
I remember
dish
doing
bitch.
a lot of dishes.
Ah.
That's better.
Yeah.
No, it's
I-
not.
It's not. I remember doing a lot of dishes when I used to work at the local pizza shop around here, and it was horrible. Seeing like getting
See-
like food crust all in your fingernails and everything.
That's
You
what-
remember the bleach?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That particular smell.
Did you ever clean the grease catchers over the grill?
God no. But
Oh,
I've
so-
seen them, and it's fucking because they didn't do a good job.
No, you see, back at my place, we were
Fucking
actually
disgusting.
civilized,
Yeah.
and you have to take them off once a week, or at least
Yeah.
this
Good,
place
thank
did.
God.
We did like once a month.
And then
I don't
you
think
got
we ever
you got
did.
this
Yeah.
fucking super chemical. You think bleach is bad? This makes bleach look like the bubble soap you give to a child. Like
Yeah.
this stuff, like it would be an aerosol.
It's
and, like
corrosive, yeah.
little particles would like go in the air and they go in your nasal cavity and feel sting.
Eek.
And then like you had to wear gloves. And then like my dad was always like, if they break, you gotta go get another one. Shit will kill you. And then the boss would see me because like you're wasting all my gloves. No, just keep
Yeah.
fucking cleaning it.
Yes.
And
Sorry.
yeah, so and that would help you scrub the fucking grime off, but not much.
Yeah, no.
So like I think I lost a couple nerves here and
Ugh.
here.
Ow.
Just
Doing
because
it.
it's burnt through your.
No, because I've been scrubbing so hard.
Oh.
Yeah, like these fingers are more sensitive than these fingers.
Mm.
See, I feel like that with that's how it was in printmaking. Actually, it was all corrosive
Yeah,
chemicals.
that's right. Actually, all the chemicals.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna die 10 years before I would have died.
You want to
because
hear?
of all
You want to
the-
hear a funny story?
Yes.
When I was going through my manic rage and like
Which one?
during exactly during the last part this last year. Watch the computer, puppy. During this last year, I went into the printmaking studio, and when I was trying to start like
Please tell me you didn't drink the
I
chemicals.
drank the chemicals.
You
I
drank
made
the
a cocktail.
chemicals?
I made a cocktail of it. I was like,
my
this
God.
goes in here, this goes in here, this goes in here, and then no, seriously, and then I
Wait
put
a
like
minute,
a
do
little
you
bit of
remember
liquor.
the chemicals?
I don't remember the chemicals.
Bro, was it in like the squeezy?
It was in. There's a few.
Oh, I can tell you the chemicals that you probably drank.
But I'll honestly tell you, it didn't taste too.
I hate that because you
didn't
probably.
taste
I
too
don't
bad.
care.
It tasted
That's
kinda
horrible.
fire. Yeah, no. So that's like 5 years off my life, probably.
Oh, at least.
You have cancer.
Little
Yeah, you
bit.
definitely
Yeah, I smoke
do.
cigarettes too.
I'm so
Got a
sorry.
fucking death wish over here.
The cigarette will kill the cancer.
Wait a minute.
Exactly.
I'm
the
giving-
cancer will kill the cancer.
I'm
Yeah.
giving him a Hail Mary. Here you go.
Thank you.
No, that's
I
not gonna
appreciate
help
it.
him. I'm
It's not gonna
sorry.
help him.
The witchy intuition says you're gonna die.
You're going to die. In about 5 years.
But yeah,
That's
that's oh boy, that's you would definitely had.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you what was in that was denatured alcohol and paint
That
thinner.
will kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and paint thinner.
And paint. I think I
Because
think I
those
did
are the
the
two.
paint there.
Those are the two most abundant things that you could have
And
poured in.
Chief, I made the best goddamn cup of coffee with some WD-40. I put like I had like.
Wait a minute. Is that the shit you gave me one time?
Maybe. Were you on campus when I was?
No,
going-
but you gave me a cup of coffee. It tasted
poisoned
like
us?
cough medicine one time.
Wait, what?
You poisoned us.
I did not poison you. I may have poisoned this guy. I want to confirm though. Was I on campus? Were we on campus?
No, this is at your place.
Okay,
You
no.
gave me a cup of coffee that tasted fucking jank.
No. That was just
Bad
just
coffee.
That was just bad coffee.
Oh, okay.
That was just bad
Thank
coffee.
God.
No, but it was actually not a bad cup of coffee. It tasted
Yeah,
very
it
interesting.
was.
No, not
Bad
for you.
for
For me.
you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bad for you.
Bad definitely for you, but oh my god, this could be the next shit. I kind of want to jump back into that memory somehow and see what kind of mixology I did for that cup of coffee.
I don't even want to know. I don't even want to think about that because
Yeah.
I know exactly the kind of chemicals that we keep in the print
It's
shop.
not
And
good. It was not
I'm surprised
good, but it tasted
you're still
amazing.
alive.
Yes.
Truly.
Somehow, the shit I put into my body, as fucked up as it is, like, still
You're
here. it's
resilient.
kicking.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Corona can't kill you.
Do you
but-
guys
Corona
know who
can't kill
Shoe
me.
Nice is?
Yes. Oh my god, the dude who can drink like a.
Oh yes.
He
Yeah.
eats lit matches.
Yeah, he easily
Well, that's
matches.
not that
He drank
hard.
like an entire fucking thing of Everclear.
Yeah.
I know
Ridiculous.
that's
yeah, the entire thing.
disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what the most badass thing about all that is?
It's not
He
badass.
washes everything down with iced milk.
Of course.
Who does that?
Hey, it's his.
Shoe
chaser,
Nice
man.
does it.
Man,
It's
can you
his
imagine
chaser.
how? Can you imagine the after though of that? Like even just a whole glass of milk. I don't know about either of you, but if I drank
I
that,
can't.
I would literally
I'm
drop.
basically lactose.
Yeah, I was gonna say
intolerant.
I would basically
Yeah.
drop dead,
I'm basically lactose.
or I'd
intolerant.
want to.
Uh huh. Hey,
How
he's
are
a
you
weird
dealing?
dude.
You're an adult. How's milk on your stomach?
Yeah. Do you have?
Never noticed the problem.
Yeah. Do
God
you like
damn!
milk?
Can you imagine?
I don't know. I've never drinking like a full glass of milk. It gives me it makes me throw up.
Well, to be fair, I don't
Yeah.
drink
Yeah.
straight milk. I only put it in like coffee, and like the only, like I mostly have almond milk in the house. Not because I'm some bleeding heart. I just like it better.
Soy or coconut? I like soy or coconut.
I like coconut.
You know all that bullshit like on the internet. People say, "Oh, there's so much soy in it." The study that they're getting that from, if you dig all the way back, is actually like full of shit.
Well,
Like-
some people just it's
You
not.
mean the
soy's
whole
not
like
good for
Gilbert
them.
tits and all that?
No.
stuff? Yeah.
Drink all the soy milk you want. You'll get like 3 inches.
Oh, really?
I'm not talking about your dick, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You'll have to
Where?
find out.
3 inches where? Maybe I want
I've
3
been drinking soy milk
inches.
for a long time. Ever since I was a little kid.
3 inches where?
Fuck around and find out.
Fuck around and find out. All right. The next
Okay,
Chuck's
hang on, I was
challenge.
gonna say, yeah,
we're gonna chug soy milk until something grows.
If only.
If only. But yeah, Morgan, I want you to talk about your artist collective a little bit. Not your artist collective, our artist collective, kind of. But it's you're the one who.
Do you
kind
want?
of-
Is this me taking? Am I?
Yeah,
my-
Jesus can take the wheel a little bit.
Okay.
If you want to, yeah.
I don't know. I just want to kind of organize what we've been doing because I feel like what we've been doing is being artists together with a bunch of other artists together, and I think what we need to do is like get this like on paper as a business and like
Sure.
start making money. Because right now we're just. I don't want to say we're squandering our talents, but we're kind of just all
We're wasting
sitting.
a lot of time.
Yes,
I'm
we're wasting a lot of-
squandering my talents,
Yes.
I'll
Yes,
tell
you
that
are.
right away.
Yeah.
So I
mine
think we
too.
can do. I think we can do better, and I think the part of the problem is that we're all trying to do better alone,
Yeah.
and we can only get so far. But I think what we should do is get
Form
together.
the Justice League.
Yes,
Form
exactly.
the
We need to
Justice
form the
League.
Justice League and start boosting each other because who else is gonna bring us to where we
Task.
want to be?
Yeah.
Than-
Hold each other
than us.
accountable.
Exactly.
That's the biggest thing. Yeah.
Who the fuck else is gonna get us there? But
Wait,
us.
so there's you, Jordan, hopefully me, anyone else?
Trey.
Trey's
Okay. He's
Trey's
pretty cool.
on board.
Yeah, I'm sure that we can
We
hit
have
a whole bunch of all.
I was gonna say there's a couple of
homies.
people
Yeah.
that I have like that I think we should bring in on this. That I won't just name drop here because they haven't agreed to that yet. But yeah, no, there's a good couple of names, and I think we could start something, especially with the Jank Tank. The fact that we already had the first one.
The first one was fucking.
It was great.
Wild.
I know. That was
Joe,
so much
did you
fun.
show up? I forget.
I saw the Instagram footage. I didn't actually show up.
That's
Okay.
I think I was doing something.
And you were killing it. You made
I made
much
$100.
money. Yeah, exactly. You made so much money.
It's because I'm good at selling things.
That's right. So if we have people for different sects,
That's
like
what I'm saying. We all have our
marketing,
different skills.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And if we all joined forces and did it for each other,
Mm-hmm.
I think we could actually kind of get somewhere. Because I think at least what I was telling you in the car is that the way I've seen people like get big nowadays is they start things with their friends and they work together and
Like a guerrilla warfare.
yeah, kind of basically like producing each other and like forcing each other into the spotlight and making people pay attention to each other, and that way because you can't make people pay attention to yourself really.
Not really.
I mean, you can draw attention to yourself.
You know what's
but,
a good aspect of that? Because you know how a lot of times you get hard on yourself? Because I think it's easiest for you to see what's bad about you. But so that means, naturally, other people see what's good about you. So if you always have those people there telling you you're hot shit, then, like, it's got to boost you up somewhat, right?
Yeah,
but think about all the people who had this, you know,
Hold on.
group.
I'm sorry. We need to clap really quick.
Why do we? Oh.
Ready?
And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2.
Oh.
What the fuck?
And a 1, and
What?
a 2,
No,
and a... Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Why would I ruin the fun?
And a 1, and a 2, and a...
Efficient.
Alright. Continue. I'm sorry.
The fuck was I saying? That just like reset my brain.
Okay, we were
I was
talking about the
talking.
Artist Collective.
Oh yeah, you were. Okay, yeah. I think. Sorry. Go.
Sorry. Were you talking?
No, you were talking.
Okay.
I've interrupted.
So, there's this, like, word in Latin that I forgot, but it's, like, pretty much means, the kind of brotherhood you feel with people that, like, do things with you. And, a lot of people had that in school, and then when they graduated, they lost it, right? And, so they're not as, you know, productive as they could be, or as they were, because, you know, they're all by themselves. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
Like, when I was drawing shit, I was like, hey, how does this look? Or, hey, can you tell me what to do here? And then, or they could just be next to you and look at your thing and be like,
"That
oh, that's
fucking
so
sucks."
cool. Or, yeah, that sucks. And,
Yeah, you guys have no idea how dope it is that I've seen. Like even having like the studio space.
yeah.
Oh, my studio
Yeah.
space.
And I would love to do, not to cut any of you guys off, but I would love to do something like that in my basement. Like, you've seen, like, the room that we have or something like that. Even if before we can, because you were looking at property, potentially. And even before we even invest in that, if we want to get a little bit of backing, a little bit of money, we can do it in my basement potentially.
That'd be a good space to start.
Yeah, no, totally. Like, COVID's a bitch. Oh, puppy. COVID's a bitch when it comes to this kind of shit. Because, you know, can we really do this? Is it really possible?
Who's stopping us?
My mom.
Currently.
The mother. Yeah. But she seems to be cool with most of the people that I at least bring in.
I'm a good egg.
Huh?
I'm a good egg.
You are a good egg, you know, and she recognizes you.
You're also a good egg.
Dude, she loves this dude. Yeah, she started speaking to him in Spanish, and then,
Aw,
or you started
yeah.
speaking to her in Spanish, and she was like, okay, he's cool. But yeah, you know, setting up like Chuck's events in my basement where you guys just have the space for like 3-4 hours and you just can create whatever and we record the entire thing, post it on YouTube, blast it on Instagram, and then post it on the website, and then we just continue to do that. I think the hardest thing that we're going to have in this entire process is keeping each other accountable for doing this and continuing
Consistency.
to do exactly.
Yeah.
Fucking consistency.
See, I think that's what I'm saying. We all have our own skills. Like, for me, I think what I bring to the table is the fact that I can keep, like, with the energy that I have with the business and all the other shit that I do.
Yeah.
I'm the person that can, like, force the rest of you to actually,
We
like...
need the person with the whip, dude.
Yeah,
We need the person with the... hey.
I can step on you with
It's
my
okay.
boot and whip
There
you,
go.
don't worry.
Okay. It's okay. I hope so. Because we need a person like that, Chief.
That's what I'm saying. And then, you know, you have all the production, like, the production value. You're the one that...
Yeah. Welcome to the crib.
Joe, what the hell do you do?
Really good at art.
Here's what I do, okay?
I know.
Listen.
Okay,
I take a stick, and then I drag the stick on a rectangle.
Uh-huh.
And then
Where's the rectangle?
the rectangle could, like, usually it's in front of me.
Okay.
Right. So then after I'm done dragging the stick, people see the rectangle, and something in their brain is like, oh, wow, that's entertaining.
Yeah.
There we
Look
go.
at that. That makes me feel.
That's art. That's art.
So he's the talent.
I draw.
But he actually keeps me.
You guys draw, don't you?
Yeah.
Occasionally.
You design, you print.
I make things.
I make things too.
Yeah.
Not the only talent.
That's true. Yeah, so I think what we need is not only to keep each other motivated, but also like I think the fact that we all do different things will help us as well, because not only will we not step on each other's toes, so to speak, because that's another thing I like think could ever be an issue in art spaces. That's a big issue that I saw at the art school, is just too many cooks in the kitchen, so to speak.
Oh my god, yeah.
Especially in illustration or like.
Here's the thing about that. If you slice your toes off, no one can step on them. So you don't give a shit.
There we go.
You just fucking live your life.
But how do you walk, Joe?
Yeah,
how do you walk?
How do you
I
walk?
figure something out.
You got a prosthetic leg.
Well, you not if you cut your toes off.
Well, maybe you want to try.
No, see, maybe I just walk different. That's all.
That's actually,
That's
I like that.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
Also, speaking on calling on each other to find out what would make one another the most productive, I've been listening to a whole lot of like shit about mindfulness and like you know, just how one's own psychology works and, you know, self-awareness. And there's this Eastern way of thinking called Ayurveda. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But basically it says everything in your like body, including your mind and like how it works, is connected. So those guys look at the veins behind your hands. You look at how much you sweat, your hair, like how much fat you have, your skeletal structure, your shit they look at, and they look at your eyes, and then they're like, okay, how does that tie in with like their mind? And basically they cut everyone into 3 categories. Everyone has these 3 things in them. With a lot of people, it's more dominant in one another. Well, so the first one I want to talk about is...
If you want to kill it.
Oh yeah, these things are called doshas anyway.
Sure. So
the first dosha is vata, which means someone who tends to... Someone who and I could be butchering all of this, by the way, because I just found out about this. Okay. So a vata, basically, they're associated with the wind because their strength comes in and from all different directions very powerfully, but it fizzles out as soon as it, you know, comes in. Yeah. So your productivity line looks like nothing, 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 a whole lot, and then go down nothing, nothing, nothing. Yeah. So what a vata would want to do is like have something they're interested in, and that's the main word, interest, because they tend to like not be good with follow through. And then it's like, okay, I'm excited with this thing, got to do another thing, and they have another thing in the back, and then they do that. So then like their peaks are linear, even though each thing is like fucking crazy. And then you got the second dosha, which is pitta, which is basically the Western idea of like discipline, success, you know, get to it, hard work. So vatas tend to be built kind of skinny and lanky. A pitta isn't like super overweight. They're not super lanky. They're like medium. And they are associated with fire because depending on how much fuel there is, you can very accurately see how steady it burns. Right, steady. And then even steadier than that, you have kapha, which in their productivity, instead of like a big bell like a pitta or like this, it's like a giant staircase, right? Yeah. They do the same thing over and over every day for a year, and when they hit their peak, it takes them a long time to do, but like they fucking slay it. And they tend to be a little more heavy set, and you know, a little slower with things. And they figured out each 3 of these doshas respond to stress differently. Vata will be when they deal with stress, they become very anxious and scared. Pitta, when they encounter stress, they get real angry. And kapha will get very reclusive and depressed, right? So they even figured out what kind of food you should eat. Because they'll look at like, okay, is he sweating a lot? Does he have coarse hair?
Don't eat meat.
What's his shit look like? Okay, so we're gonna say, for example, somebody should eat food that is hot, wet, and not sweet. Okay. So like soup. Okay, that person should eat soup, and then this person should eat food that's like hot, dry. So give them toast, right? Depending on like what an Ayurveda guy would say. So what I'm saying here is, depending on how much each asset we each have, if we look at it like through this lens, we can like accurately see how productive we can be and how productive we have been to kind of like set a course to be like, how do I use what I know about myself in order to make the most out of it? Because like the just hard work and like get to it and the like, you know, sustained stability in the way that a lot of people think about it isn't the only way to succeed. Like I said, there's like the bottom
kind
method.
of work with what you're dealing
exactly,
with.
right?
Yeah.
So
work with who you are.
Who do you think you are?
I definitely think I'm the air dude.
Yeah, you're a textbook Vata.
Yeah, exactly.
So, as I said, everyone has all three of them, but like some are more dominant. I'm a Kapha with like Vata tendencies, right? And because when I work on something, like I'm okay with not making a lot of progress, because I know I'll just get them next time, right? And like I'm really patient with things and patient with people, and but like there's a Vata side where when I'm interested in something, like I go ham and then it just kind of goes away for a while, and like follow through might not be all there, and yeah, you can like raise and lower certain things. So if you have too much Kapha, there's a way to like balance that out. And yeah, so basically I learned all this from a guy named Alok Kanoja. He's a psychiatrist who does Twitch streaming. And he talks to people about their problems like on Discord and Twitch. And a lot of the things I've heard him say like have directly, you know, applied to me. Like, oh my god, I deal with that too. And he really explains how to, you know, look at yourself and be critical in yourself in a way that isn't, you know, detrimental. It's like, okay, so in this situation, I would have this response. Why am I having this response? Where did it come from? Like, for example, I think everything's my fault. It's because in my house, if something needed to get done, it's like, oh, David, go do it. Nah, hey, Mariah, go do this for me. Joseph, you go do it, right? And, you know, my parents are always shouting, like, and so, all the shit from there, it's like, you don't beat yourself up, you, like, critically look, it's like, this is how I'm reacting, and this is why. And then, I thought, it's like, okay, once you know how and why you react, you gotta do something about it, but here's the crazy thing, you just have to notice it.
Yeah.
You just have to understand what the fuck is going on. Because I had this really bad habit that I'm not going to say out loud. But I did this like very thing. And then it's like, okay, I don't need to do it anymore. Because like I fucking came to terms with it.
Good shit.
Yeah. Jade sees your progress and
she sees your
proud
progress
of you.
and acknowledges you. And
yeah, and then there's another person like Teal Swan. She is from like the celestial plane. Okay. And I can't really explain what she says because it's like she's a walking, talking textbook. So like you can look that up yourself. And is there anyone else? Oh, Stoicism.
I've heard a little bit about Stoicism.
There's this thing on the internet called I forgot what it was, but it's a public domain place where you can download books, audiobooks for free. And one of those books was Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, who pretty much like put Stoicism together. And that's basically a lot of what I just described. Instead of getting upset at your situation, understand that power comes from inside your brain, and you can choose to, instead of experience very low lows and very high highs, you can keep yourself down at like bedrock, and then anything else that happens on top is just extra gravy. But if your life fucking is a catastrophe, then you're still at your baseline.
You're still chilling at bedrock, yeah.
Yeah, because you know what these guys would do is like, okay, well, what's the worst thing that could happen? Well, they could throw me in jail, and then what's jail? You're just laying down all day on a like a concrete slab. So I'm gonna lay down in my house on the concrete for like 16 hours, so I'm already ready for something that like is the worst thing that could happen.
I feel like that could be like. That could be kind of tough, though.
That could be toxic to yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, that could be pretty toxic. That's a good word. That could be pretty toxic. I get what you're saying. No, I get what you're saying because you're preparing yourself for that and you're training yourself for that.
But then, why not enjoy the last moments you have of, like, why not? I guess in that situation, if we're talking about like, okay, I'm about to go to prison, why not instead just go have the best night of your life beforehand and like live your.
Well, this is ancient Rome we're talking.
I
like,
know, so go
you
find some hot young man and get oily
out of
with
nowhere
him.
by some legionnaires, and they fucking throw you in the pit.
Well, exactly, but isn't that now still true? We could at any point somebody could just take you out.
Yeah, that's why Stoics, with everything they do, they
Prepare.
ask, okay, if I'm gonna die today, is this something that I'm okay with doing? They ask with everything, is this necessary? When they're like hugging and kissing their family, they're like, I am embracing a mortal. They could die. So like they're always carrying the worst case scenario with them. Yeah.
I'm sure there's some nuance to it where it's like...
No, of course.
Yeah, it's like, it's not necessarily going to happen. This isn't like
experts.
super despairing, depressing, and like...
They don't expect the worst, they accept
prepare.
the worst.
I think that's a better way to put it.
Yeah.
They accept the worst.
See, that's funny because I feel like as much as I just trash talk that is something I do every day. Every morning I wake up and I'm like, is this what I want to be doing if I just keel over dead? Or like in this moment right now, as we're speaking,
if I were to fucking
if
die.
a meteor just hit us out of the sky, would I be pleased with the fact that this is what I was doing? And the answer is yeah, I'm okay with this.
Word. So then you're fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you're fine.
Are you okay if we were suddenly to just get hit by a meteor? Are you okay with being where you are right now with the way your life is and how you are with people?
Yes.
Okay.
Word.
You? Are you right with your gods?
Well, yeah. Well, actually, yes. Right with my gods, yeah. No, totally. I don't know where I'm going, but I have a pretty good idea of what happens next.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What happens next, Jordan?
There's a few options, but I know whoever takes me, whether it be death, God, or fucking Satan, I'm going to a pretty cool place.
Why would... I thought
yeah,
Satan
you're not
was
special.
No, you're not special. Not biblical Satan. But like a darker force, I'm sure that there would be.
Well, why do you assume? Why are two of the three things that you assume are gonna?
Death
snatch?
actually isn't that bad in my mind.
Is that middle ground? We see
Death
that
is
as
more
like...
of a middle ground. God is just a dude in my mind, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Is he that sloth?
No. Yes.
What?
No, he's not a sloth.
What's his name? Keith?
Greg.
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 I'm thinking of Kenny.
You haven't. Oh no.
What, the small boy?
He's small boy.
Little boy. No, he's with a better family now.
I know. I just miss Kenny.
I know. Imagine if I had a little fucking corgi bouncing right here. My
well,
mom.
you talking about Jade is enough. Look at her. You've upset her.
She's completely fine. She's more than enough.
Where describe where you're going.
So yes. Okay. So there's God. God is a very old man who lives somewhere.
Why is he a man?
Because, can he not? Can he just be a man? In my mind, in my ethereal world.
Fine. Yes.
Well, he is a man.
Oh.
So like, wouldn't his God be a man?
Huh?
Why is God a man?
Because he's a man.
Because he's a man?
That's not necessarily true. I just.
Well, his God's a man.
Okay.
My
yes.
God's a man.
Fine.
Not because I'm a man.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I wish I did it in rhyme once. My God is a man who lives on a lake in Japan. He has a yurt, and I'm trying to do it in rhyme. And his wife, yeah. Anyway, I'm not gonna.
We'll flirt.
Like that thing we made together in art history. Remember, go home and bang your wife.
Go home. What was that?
That was okay.
What?
What?
Because I imagine myself manic or very high, screaming, "Go home and bang your wife" in art history, and I'm like, "That happened, Morgan."
No, so what would happen was, I didn't think that was the art. Actually, that might not even be. That may or may not have been the art history you were in with me. But I just remember like sitting in art history during the time period when we would sit in the dark in art history,
Yes.
and I heard a story from one of the teachers, and it was like a biblical story, and I translated it in my head to, it was God saying this, go home and bang your wife.
No,
And
I don't remember this, but I like the sentiment of Jordan is up there with his weird ass presentation, going ape shit, saying, "Go home and bang your wife."
Love God.
Love God. Heart God. But no, God is a dude in Japan who lives by a lake. He has a yurt. He's a very simple man. He's a fisherman. And there's a coffee stand directly next to his house that he goes and get coffees at, and that's Grace Coffee Stand. Very simple dude, very very stoic dude, a guy that just hangs out and listens to
An everyday man.
An everyday, yeah, just a cool, like, imagine like your cool uncle, like who just wants to see the best.
That could be you someday.
Is it potentially? I could go to Japan, find the lake. I have a picture.
Jordan does have a lot of uncle vibes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
You don't have daddy vibes. You got
I don't have
uncle.
That's creepy. Jordan, The universe.
There are creepy uncles.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you don't have to be a creepy uncle.
No. Death is more of just a guide in life. So death is going to be the dude who takes you from whatever realm, this realm that we're in now, into the next one, whatever the fuck that is.
Could be the same one.
Yeah, it could be the same. Yeah, we could hop back and become an ant in reincarnation, or become something else. You know, that dog over there, or a car, or a fucking.
If you're that dog over there, you gotta tell me.
Huh?
If you come back as that dog over there, you have to tell me.
Maybe. What if that's me telling you, Morgan? What's up? I'm back. But no. And then Satan is not necessarily an evil man who wants to torture you, but he's a very hard teacher. Imagine like Hiro Fukawa, man, but like a little bit tough. You like him?
I think
because he has a soft spot for you.
No, not even.
Not like Piccolo throwing Gohan at the mountain.
Exactly. Exactly. That is exactly who Satan is. But just like probably like up that, but like a little like 20%. 20%.
It's more like I have a soft spot for him.
There you go. I do too, but I feel like I disappointed him.
Listen, we probably all disappointed him.
I seriously did.
What a gem.
Yeah.
Shout out to Hiro.
Oh fuck.
I don't know who you're talking about.
That's okay.
He
deserves a shout out.
To Hiro.
Oh, the sculpture guy?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember him.
Yeah.
I fucking love that guy.
Fun
Yeah.
one, man.
Not that he's ever gonna see this shit.
I burned all of his wood.
I miss him.
I burned all of. He sent me an email.
When?
Was he mad about that?
He sent me an email and he was like, Jordan, like,
why?
Basically that. It was like, are you the person who did it, who took all the sculpture wood? I was like, yeah, I thought it was just like free use, so I just was burning it. And he was like, we need that for sculpture. And I was like, I'm sorry! I have disappointed you and I'm sorry.
If we're telling secrets about wood.
About wood?
I may, so like right before COVID, this is me
I like how you're doing this.
Right before COVID hit, I kind of saw the writing on the wall, so to speak.
Writing on the for me?
No, not the literal writing on the wall from you. I mean, the big picture, like we weren't coming back after they were like kicking us out.
You saw the nuke slowly start to drop.
And so I was like, okay, gotta big brain time this, and I took as much little random pieces of scrap wood that I could find.
I fucking would have. You see all that? Wait,
yeah.
What is it? This shit? Yeah.
Yes.
That's that. Yeah.
Yes, I found whatever irregular piece that I was like, they're not gonna need this. It's weird. They're never gonna use this, and I took it.
Just justify it. Just justify it in your head.
Have you done anything with the wood?
Oh yeah, I paint all over it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I made a bunch of paintings on it. I made nudes on it actually. So I'm gonna say, and it was during the school semester when I was still technically there.
Yep. So you're still a student. So it's
so it's fine. Yeah.
It's fine. You're using it for purposes. I'm planning on at some point in time making shelves with those.
Nice.
So that's what I'm.
That's a good wholesome use of it.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
I mean, as long as you could burn it and then like send a picture to Hiro.
Actually, like
Jordan.
Yeah.
Like I was pushing some shitty plywood shelf on wheels at my house earlier because I was cleaning the whole apartment and it just crumbled because the plywood was so shitty.
Yeah.
So like now all my shit's in a box.
Actually, if you need extra wood, I have extra. If either of you need extra wood, actually, it's not from the school, but I have. You know Gabby, Meridian?
Yeah.
Her family moved and they gave me a whole like. It's like they basically gave me like a dex amount of wood.
Jesus, like 2x4s?
Like. Not quite bigger than two. They're like wider than 2x4s. It's like thick. That's what I'm saying. No, you could make nice furniture out of this if you'd like some of this wood. Because all I'm gonna do is chop it into small pieces and make nonsense art onto it. So if you want, it's nice too. It's all stained and everything.
I don't have any like.
Would you like any wood?
Equipment because I live in a box on the second floor.
Come. We can all.
This is gonna be.
We can do the next episode. The next episode can be us building shelves for the two of you. Do we like that?
Yes.
I know I'm just a guest, but I've now inserted myself into the second.
Well, we're all gonna start an artist collective and become rich and famous one.
Yo, we can sell these shelves.
Can we? People
we all sign it.
Yeah.
What would stop us?
We can make it the sloppy waffle, and then people would buy it.
Sloppy waffle is fucking delicious.
Sloppy waffle shells.
Soggy
LLC.
The sloppy waffle is a delicious place in Connecticut. If you haven't,
that's a place.
Yeah.
If
I'm
you
going to Turnpike.
You haven't gone to the sloppy waffle. You're doing.
I hear they're overpriced.
Can we go to the sloppy waffle?
Little bit, but they're fucking delicious.
No. So you're thinking of the soggy waffle.
Oh, thank you.
This is the sloppy waffle.
Sorry, I'm just looking to see if it's still recording, and it is. Just
that's good.
Sure. Yeah.
Do we want to wrap up?
We can. We're at an hour, and then we could just do like the Patreon after show.
Don't
where we
be
just talk
fool,
shit.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, let's end on an actual topic that we can talk on for a little bit. So if
we were talking about death and stuff, or is that too dark?
We can talk about death if we want to. I was going to talk about our we touched on it very briefly with COVID.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
COVID.
I think
The
that's a
original
better
theme.
one.
And yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Original theme. How it's been for each of us, and it doesn't have to be like 50 minutes. It can be very short.
Just brief.
Yeah, brief. For me, the beginning of COVID was spent in fucking mental hospitals and rehab, so I didn't really experience it that much, and now I've just been kind of sitting on my
That
ass.
must be
playing
weird.
It was really interesting because I saw the turn of it while I was in a hospital, so like the outside world didn't really exist.
That must be a hell of a place to be during a fucking
Dude,
COVID.
Pandemic,
you see some
yeah.
crazy people. You see some spooky people.
You were the spooky person.
I can be.
That's what I'm I love you though because I know exactly what you're like a werewolf.
I am kind of like a weird. It comes out. It's
That's
like
what I'm
Incredible
saying,
Hulk,
yeah.
dude. I
But it's
smoke
like-
like enough weed, just.
But then we're the friends that are like we chain you up at the full moon and we keep a nice little loaded shotgun next to you.
Yeah.
No, we
Wait, next to me? You should have a shotgun. Like, you should have a
Next to
shotgun.
me.
Yeah, just in case Jordan needs a
Yeah,
shotgun
Exactly. Just
while he's already a rampaging werewolf.
No, listen.
We
You're
got-
you,
we'll take-
Zaru. We cut your tail off.
I was just
Yeah?
gonna say that if I need to, I'll take
Is that
you out.
Inuyasha? No. I'm sorry, Joe.
Great ape.
Great Ape?
Dragon Ball.
Oh, Dragon Ball.
Ah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah.
Turn into a
Anyway.
giant monkey.
Yeah, pretty much.
I like your werewolf because I know because at the very least we know exactly who you are already inside and out because we've seen the spooky haunted inside.
It gets kind of dark.
That's okay.
It gets kind of dark.
We'll come in. We'll take off the cobwebs.
Yeah, it's a very interesting time.
Yeah.
But I
it's all
appreciate
good.
having good friends like you too.
Of course.
Yeah, helping me out in my darker times. But yeah.
COVID.
COVID.
You want me to?
Yeah, how's COVID for you, man?
COVID's been a trip, honestly.
I'm sure.
Just because like I started a new job right when COVID hit, and then I also started my business like a couple months after, and I graduated all at the same time. Like
Yeah,
all of
that's a
that
lot.
happened at once, and then instead of focusing on any of that, I've just been really gay and like trying to love ladies, and that's gone mediocre.
Yeah, it's
So,
gone mediocre.
but that's okay. So that's kind of what I've been doing, honestly, just focusing on my business.
Word.
And I like this time just because as awful as everything is, it's been my like little time to build up things, and so once life isn't so weird, I can kind of come running out of the gate, so to speak.
I feel that whenever the fuck this shit decides to end.
Even if it doesn't. The
Yeah,
next
even if
couple
it
months,
doesn't.
I'm just preparing. I'm like the dragon hoarding their wealth.
I thought
Yeah.
that,
What
Joe,
about
do you want to
you?
move in together?
With whom?
Me.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
You want to get a bros apartment?
We can get a bros apartment actually. 'Cause
Yeah,
the
we
thing is-
can just split the rent in half.
Yeah, and I'll
Yeah,
just sleep on the
exactly.
floor, honestly.
You don't have to sleep on the floor.
I didn't know
We
you'd
can
be
get
in
we
there,
can get
too.
a 3-person
What do you
apartment.
mean?
I thought you just suggested just me and Jordan in a
Bros!
place.
She said 3.
Oh,
You
fuck.
want to live with
See,
each
I
other?
can't count that high. I went to a trade school.
Did you actually go to a trade school?
Yes, for computers.
Huh.
Oh, so you have no excuse. Well, I guess the computers were doing it for you, huh?
I was shit at like the actual programs, but like Photoshop, I was pretty dope at.
That's why you were in art school.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking I would love to have you as a roommate. I feel like we would get along pretty well.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
Be honest with me. Do you...
I got no idea.
You
like, what it's
asking
like
him
living
on
with you.
camera, like
On camera!
for the
I'd
gods
have
and
to
the
live with you
witnesses.
first. I don't know what that's like yet.
Fair enough. I'm
How are you
pretty
gonna live with
easy,
each other
dude.
first if you haven't been roomies?
Well, I'd have to be his roomie for a little while and decide.
Yeah.
So
how you gonna be roomies if you gotta be roomies before you be roomies?
I'm gonna give it a try, and if I don't like it, I'll leave.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Morgan can hop in.
Yeah. Oh, I'm the the backup in
The
case
backup.
Joe leaves.
No.
Okay.
Mm.
I'm gonna live in a van for a little bit anyway. Maybe live in a van. I'm gonna have
I'll
a
park
van.
my van next to yours.
There
Do
you
you
go.
know how much a van is?
Like
A lot of money.
$5,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depending on the shitty one.
Are you gonna finance it, or you're gonna pay up front?
I'm probably gonna end up paying up front, which
Just
I
buy
don't
some
want to do.
crusty piece of shit somewhere from like some
It's
guy
gonna be,
on
it's gonna be
Craigslist.
Grant 2.0, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
That's gonna be my van. Fill the cigarette ash. The AC doesn't work.
Just one big
Registration,
ashtray.
Gas, repairs,
Yeah.
tires.
It's gonna be expensive. It's gonna
See,
be like $10,000.
Joe's the realist. That's why we need
Yeah.
Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, Walt Disney, he had 3 rooms in his studio.
Mm-hmm.
The first room was giant, and that's where he had his most creative, wild ideas. The second room was a little smaller, and he'd be like, okay, how can I make this work?
Fine.
Oh, I think I can do it. And then the smallest room, he'd go in third, and finally, he would expressly try to figure out how and why it would not work.
Mm.
And then he would go into the big room again.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
But wasn't Walt Disney also like a Nazi sympathizer?
Oh, yeah. But we don't talk about
Okay.
Disney World's amazing. It's for the kids, not for the Nazis.
Anyways, COVID. What have you been doing since?
Yeah, what you been up to, Chief?
Nothing. Okay.
No.
Jack
I was
shit.
gonna talk.
Oh, I
So
thought it was just like...
You're like, okay.
yeah, no. Actually, though, that is the whole mood, though.
Mhm.
So basically, kind of like you, right before the outbreak, like I was watching the news of like Wuhan, China, and like all the shit that was going down.
You saw the writing on the wall.
Yeah. Like I saw what was happening in Italy. I'm like, God damn. So a few months, no, not months, a few weeks before all that, I got a phone call saying, hey, why don't you go work for a broadcast company? So I'm like, lit. So this new place was down the street from the Amazon warehouse that I had worked at previously.
Hold on, ladies and gentlemen, the video's just turned off, so I'm going to switch the badge really quick, but please continue.
So, yeah.
Amazon.
I quit Amazon. I go
Yeah.
to the broadcast office right down the street. And then a few days into that, the lockdown actually happens, official. And we had word someone from the New York office has COVID, so we're all working from home.
Oh.
So I've just been, chilling.
Enjoying?
Yeah, I have time these days. I drive to like this local park I grew up around, and I run 2 laps around a track minimum.
Wow.
Yeah, and then optimally, if I have time after that, like I'll like go from side to side and then like shadow box. I have this weight that I
Wow,
work
you do a
on.
whole thing. Yeah.
By the way, the shot right now, it looks immaculate. We should just do it in here.
Yeah.
Do what
It's
in
like
here?
really well lit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful in here.
No, seriously.
Can I come look?
Yeah, totally. Come on. But Joe, continue.
Yeah, tell us your story.
We're still listening.
So basically, are you listening? I ain't convinced.
We're just admiring your beauty.
My mom does the same shit. She'll like, oh, Joe, tell me about your day. She'll be looking at her phone, and I'll ask her.
looking at your beautiful, sweet baby face.
He is a man.
Okay. Yeah. So, what was I saying?
New York.
New York office,
shut down.
COVID.
Yeah.
Shadow boxing.
Yes. Oh, yeah. So what I do in the morning, I'll drive to this track, and then run around twice, and then like I'll loosen myself up, and then.
Oh wait, we have to clap. I'm sorry.
1,
Wait,
2, 3, go.
That was clean.
That was clean.
So, I said to you guys off camera, I was practicing HEMA, historical European martial arts, and basically I'm just learning like how to use a sword. I have like an old wooden Boken sword like in my car.
Oh yeah, you're studying the blade.
Yeah. So like there's a lot of the cuts that you make are just switching from like stance to stance, and then you just got to do it like over and over. And there's this thing called the Myers square where it's like you got to do, I think, right overhand, 2 underhand both sides, and then right underhand. From that you do an underhand, 2 overhands, and then 1 underhand to finish, and then that's only half of it.
Dang.
That's like a routine that like they came up with in like ancient Europe. And so people have been like walking up to me, like, "What are you doing?" And I'm just like that.
Oh,
fucking,
you're a dude in a park just doing this.
I'm just in the parking lot. Yeah.
Starting a blade
So,
in a
you know
goddamn
what? This park
lot.
is right in front of a police station. I had a cop drive up right next to
Why?
me, and then he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" Because he's trying to like get the
Make
message
sure,
across
yeah.
that he wasn't threatening.
Okay.
Because he's like, "Hey, what are you doing here? Like, are you angry at your car or somebody?" And I'm like, and then I explained to him what I explained to you guys, and then he's like, "Oh, okay. Say, do you got a license?"
Say, by the way.
So then I was like, "Yeah, sure." I go to my car, and then like I fetch my license for him. And then he's like, "Okay, wonderful, yeah, 1 2 3 5 5 5 8 7 7 6 41." And it's like, "Okay, good to go here." And I'm like,
Thanks.
You guys have fun with my stick, fucking waving around." Yeah. And
I know. What are you doing? You're not hurting it. You're just waving a stick around.
Yeah.
see,
They're afraid of his power.
I wanted to be really good at like HEMA, so I didn't start exercising so I could be healthier. I started exercising so I could be like better at
Strong.
Yeah, sword fighting. So it's like, okay, if I can run, that's good. If I'm loose and I can move around fast, that's good. And then I was like, well, I might as well just exercise for health's sake.
Yeah.
And now, like, in the morning, it's just something I do now.
That's good.
Yeah. So
yeah,
like,
routine is good.
Fucking amazing.
So
routine
today-
is good, Jordan.
yeah.
So today, before I got here, like, I ran those 2 laps because in the morning I had to go to Walmart and I had to get like that big fat shampoo carpet
boy.
thing, and like you clean your whole carpet. I did that today.
Wow.
And then it's like I can't not exercise, and the park is closed at night, obviously. So like I That's why I asked you for like 5:30 instead.
Yeah, and then we ended up going 6:30. So.
Oh, and I have a jump rope too. That's.
That was my fault.
I'm getting better at that. Like over time.
Mm-hmm.
I play Pokemon Go, so like when I'm at the park, like I max out on the stops.
Mm-hmm.
And then I figured, hey, I'm bored in quarantine. I'm pretty unmotivated with art. Why don't I study French? Et j'étudie français à nuit avec mon chat. No. I think c'est moi beaucoup un animal de compagnie très bien. I said I study French with my cat. He loves me a lot.
He's good company.
He's a good pet. Pet is animal de compagnie.
Huh?
Yeah. So I've been doing that, and just like little by little, these things I'm doing, they're just like improving. And I came to the conclusion, okay, I was looking through some old sketchbooks, like back in the day, and I was looking at like college art, and I was like, okay, what's the difference between then and now? Well, there's a lot of differences, but one of them, it's like how, like again, mindfulness. How did I feel when I was drawing them? I felt like I was a fucking rock star, and I had people all around me who like thought that I was doing well.
Sucking your dick.
Basically.
Yeah.
So like,
yes,
and then I was trying to like be, make good shit for my professors, right?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I want them to like know that I'm improving, and it's just fun to do because there wasn't any much pressure. The worst that could happen is it gets roasted on crit day.
Yeah.
So I didn't have any pressure, right? Now when I try to draw or paint shit, it's like, oh man, I gotta find out who's gonna buy this. And it's like, so if I'm gonna like make anything at all, like it's better to go slow than to like have so much pressure you don't go at all. So I'm like, I'm gonna take the professional stick out my ass for a while and just see if I can draw for myself like I used to. So
Fuck yeah.
I'm like trying to do that now. And so now my sketchbook just has like shitload of doodles in it now, but like it's like less restrained, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm drawing body parts and like vulgar things, and I'm like drawing speech bubbles of like bad things.
Vulgar things.
But it's fun.
Yeah, that's what matters.
Yeah.
I mean, money matters, but that's for you need to.
That's what my day job is.
Yeah, exactly. You need to come back home, so to speak, with your art. You need to bring it
right, and like
back
I
to your
work
safe.
from home. Like I'm doing my job, scheduling commercials in my room, and then it's like, okay, work's done. You shut the laptop down. It's like my desk is in the room.
Yeah.
So it's like then like a lot of times I have to like just go out and just drive because I can't be in the house all that long. So then I drive.
To always have my work like away from my house. Dude.
That's why I want studio like here.
You can come here if you want to. Send me a text, dude.
All right, I'll just be like,
Jordan, I need my space. I'm like, all right, perfect. Come here. Yeah, same with you, dude.
Well, I already have my studio space. I pay good money to have a place to go.
I'm sorry.
Do you go to the 5 Point thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
Which plug for 5 Points? They're really great.
Torrington.
Get a space.
Too far away from my house.
Yeah, it's also too far away from my house, but we don't talk about that. We just drive the 40 minutes.
Damn, 40 minutes.
It is 40 minutes, but it's a place to keep my things. It is very cheap. It is very nice.
How much is it a month?
It was $65. I think it's $85 now.
That's
we need.
not too bad.
No, it's not.
$65.
Or it was $65. They're bumping it up to $85 because we need more people to come put into that pot. But yeah, the more people that come into it, the less money it is. So come get a space because it's nice. And they just bought the whole Yukon campus, the old Torrington campus, and they're like expanding. So.
I will marinate on it.
By the way, sorry for like the background noise that you can hear over there. It's my neighbors with their trucks.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I was gonna say, do we want to wrap up this and then go into
the Patreon special.
The Patreon special.
The Patreon special.
I thought this was the Patreon special.
No, the last part was just us talking about COVID. Just But the last thing that I do need from you guys is gonna be the Instagram bumper. So that's like when I asked Joe if he was ever beat as a child in the first one. Just so it's something interesting to bring people in.
Oh yeah.
So do you want to ask some awful thing of us?
No, I want you guys to ask some awful thing of each other, or like I have nothing personally, but.
Are we pulling out our traumas right now?
Just pull out a trauma, dude.
Just
ask one question.
Oh, we're doing it now?
Yeah.
All right then.
At the end here, I'll put a marker.
All right.
Well, first actually, Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this very scatterbrained but amazing episode of Manchild Support. It's been radical. Sorry that we're a little bit intoxicated, but that's just kind of the way it goes.
Part of it.
Know that in the future, this is going to be some hot shit. And people that we actually like.
We'll care about this.
Yeah, exactly. We'll care about this. And that's the important part. Thanks for listening, even though it's only been like an hour, which is like normal podcast length. We appreciate it. Now we're just going to throw fire at it. Oh, you love me?
I love them.
Yeah. Now we're just going to throw fire at each other so people will be enticed by this.
We're throwing fire at each other?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
You don't have to.
No, I want to.
Okay, go for it. What you got for me, Morgan?
Fuck you.
Say it with more veracity if you're going to say that.
No, I don't want to scare your neighbors.
Hey!
You know what? Fine. Oh, wait, can we roast each other?
You can roast me. I'm not going to roast you.
I'm not going to. No. It's not fun if it's just me.
I don't have anything for you.
I'll roast them with you.
There you go. You guys can throw some shade on me if you really want to.
You need a haircut.
Do I actually?
Yes, the sides are getting a little bit off.
A little bit bushy?
Yeah, you should.
No, you see.
I have a great. Wait, can I?
Yeah.
Can we, for like the Patreon special, can I thread your eyebrows? Can I thread your eyebrows?
Sure. If you
Yes!
want to. If I say like uncle and if I say like too much, it's gonna be
Fine.
Okay.
I just thought of like a really savage thing to say to him.
Do it!
It's gonna cut deep.
Do it!
Your hair looks like a burned match, and it matches you because you're burned out.
Oh man.
Aw, no, I was gonna say like I think a walking cigarette is better.
That's a better thing.
Yeah.
Now explain that a little bit. Why am I a walking cigarette?
Well, I mean, have you seen how many cigarettes you've been smoking?
I smoked like 5.
You've already like gone through like what? How much of the pack?
There's 20 in a pack, so I've gone through a fourth of the pack already.
At least, yeah. Because we had some in the car.
Yeah.
Also, like, you still skinny boy.
Oh.
It's okay. You're getting beefy. I'm
Little
proud
bit.
of you. Have you noticed?
I like how it's like a diss and then it's like.
Yeah, I'm
No,
sorry.
see, he's still skinny, but it's sturdier.
You know what it is? It's the
stick.
critique. It's the critique
It's a
mindset
critique
from
mind.
art school.
It's shit,
Yeah.
but I think that the color choice in this region right here is
It's
pretty,
beautiful.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. So cigarette body, but the arms.
The arms are coming in.
And you got like your legs are getting a little. I mean,
No, I'm not really working my legs. That's why.
you got the thighs though. The thighs. The lower leg.
I don't know how you work this shit, bro.
You run.
You run, yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I don't run
Or walk.
or walk. I can do.
Walk. Let's go walk places. That's what I do. I don't like to exercise.
You could skip from side to side, like through the length of your car.
We could do
that.
stretches.
Yeah.
Are you stretchy? Are you bendy?
He looks
not
bendy.
really.
He does look bendy.
Not
Are you
bendy
flexible?
A little more and more every day. I stretch every morning. Yeah.
That's what I've been doing. Instead of learning the blade or like whatever the fuck it is
I
you're
just go
doing.
to the gym.
Oh
and
yeah,
work
true.
At FedEx. Yeah.
I don't know. I've been doing stretches. I can like my goal was to be able to do the splits and like get my foot behind my head, and I can almost do both actually.
Dang.
I just do the stretches I remember from gym class.
Aw.
Okay, this is my idea. Can you just scream at me for like 30 seconds saying I'm shit?
Jordan, you're fucking awful. I hate you. You're a piece of shit. Fuck you, Jordan, for everything you've ever fucking put me through. Fuck you, Jordan.
¡Tú estás mierda!
You
¡Chingada
shit.
madre!
You piece of shit,
¡Puta
Jordan.
maestra, chingada!
And the fact that you almost murdered us on the drive over like more than once because
that?
you don't know how to fucking drive. And you don't know how to fucking stop your car. And we like half rolled through every single stop sign that we went through.
¡Chingarissimo, carajo!
Fuck you, Jordan.
And welcome to Manchild Support.
I'm a little lightheaded. Fuck.
We're
I know,
Joe
you're
and
like
Joe
mad.
and Morgan.
¡Necesitas mierda! Ahora mismo, chingao!